And we're back, Fashion Dolls. I apologize about that. Instagram is updating, so I truly apologize. I hate that, but hopefully I can. I'm probably gonna have to upload a part one and a part two. Yeah, that was Instagram updating on me and it cut off. So that's what happened. Please forgive me, you guys. Please forgive me about that. Please forgive me about that. It was Instagram, it was updating, and you know when it updates, it clicks. So we're going to pick up where we left off and go further into the interview. You're not only getting one interview today, but you guys are getting two. Demetrius Stevens Jr. will be joining me after my interview with Aaron Thomas. So you guys are going to be able to get two interviews today, back to back. So we're going to keep a move on it. We're back. I'm sorry, Aaron. It was Instagram updating. Please forgive me. Oh, you're watching from Newberry. Come on, Newberry. Great college up there. I had a girlfriend that went up there to Newberry, South Carolina College. Please forgive me, you guys. Please forgive me. Please, please, please forgive me. Um, Advice that Aaron would give to someone that is looking to. We're back. Please forgive me.
No, you good.
Yes, that was Instagram updating. We were talking about what advice would you give to someone who is looking to, transition over from gospel music or whatever career field and going into another different career field.
Yeah, like I was saying, I feel like the cheat code and the passcode to life is to never give up. You never know what you're capable of until you try. And I was also saying that, it's very important to accept everything about yourself, the good, the bad, the ugly, the talents. What's your point in this world? What is your mission in this world? And I have a song called Evidence. It says,
Hmm.
oh my God, that song just touches me every time I listen to it. Believe in your dreams, although sometimes it can get scary. Just keep pressing through. There's only one you. You're the evidence. So that's why I tell people all the time. And I'm just, yeah, that's how I feel about that.
All right. So that's the advice right there, ladies and gentlemen. And my advice is can follow your heart's passions and desires. We know how the church is, and I'm not going to even get deep into that, but follow your heart's passions and desires. Everybody has a calling, and it's up to us to decide what God has put out here for us. So follow that desire, follow your passions, follow your goals and your dreams. So speaking of goals and dreams, you are now one of the newest cast members on one of the biggest franchises ever on web reality television, and that is Chasing Reality. How did it feel to get that call? And you're on the cast with my good sis, my girl Kendra. You're on there with Oliver. You're on there with Ike. So many other vocally talent, amazing individuals. So that's an ensemble cast right there. And then I've had Jay Moore on the show, amazing fashion designer. So what did it feel like to get that call to be a part of this franchise?
I was excited. For a long time, I was like, oh, I'm never doing reality again. And I was just like, okay, cool. You'll be on TV again, Aaron. Let's just do it. But I actually didn't know at the time. I didn't know how big of a deal it was. I'm not gonna lie to you. And from being on that and just filming, it basically opened up another mental capsule for me. For a long time, I didn't want to have, be interactive with people to be on that friend type tip. And I feel like Chasing Atlanta has allowed me to authentically be me, and be able to grow as a person, to be able to open up and let my walls down just a little bit, to get to know people again. And I feel like, we have a familyhood that's undeniable. Not everybody get along, but we all, we come together and we do what we do. And I love that. And that's my type of thing. I love business. I like it when it's done right. And I just love the vibe. It's very different, very different. Chasing Reality is definitely one of the most epic reality TV shows that I've ever experienced. And it's no other show like it anywhere.
And you've got Rico on there. Lauren put out a hit single. So uh, Rico, Lauren, yourself, Kendra, Oliver, Wayne, like Ike, Jay, like it's an ensemble cast. So you're on there with some greats that are in the fashion world, that are in the beauty world, that are in the music world. And collectively, this platform showcases what each and every one of you guys do throughout your careers. And I'm here for it as a member of the LGBTQ community. And I'm
Yeah.
watching you guys. I'm just like, wow. So chasing reality has come a long way to see the progress, and now the numbers are going up and up and up. People are watching. So how does it feel to go back? Do you ever go back and watch yourself with with the audience when that episode drops? And how does it feel seeing yourself on TV?
Yes, I do. It's just funny, like I said, this stuff has been filmed a little bit ago, so it's just like it's funny to see my growth, and just to see different like patterns. Like it took me a while to showcase my personality throughout the season. A lot of people could see that, and I feel like it's right where it needs to be. I'm right where I need to be, in that show specifically because whew, child, when I tell you I was dealing with some mental health stuff and just literally trying to gather myself together and just learning how not to respond to different things, impulsively, and just, making sure I focus on presenting myself in the right nature with the right character, and literally authentically being me. Like that's what I like about the show. It's unscripted, so they just allow us to do what we do. And I was grateful to just showcase the multiple things on the platform, like my album release, the Aaron Thomas Experience, my photography launch, and then just supporting everybody else. Like I love supporting everybody and what they do. You have Ike with his sock launch and his music, and Rico Quesadine with everything that he does, Don with his fragrances and dog grooming, and Oliver with all his things that he does in TV and the LGBT community, Lil Kendra,
Yeah,
what she does for the trans community, Wayne, what he does for the music and ATL, Jared Moore and his fashions, impacting people
yeah.
through his fashions and life story. It just goes on and on and on. And I love that. I love that this year, specifically this season, it's focused on it. It's focused on what we're actually going through and what we're actually really chasing and trying to attain. And we're all doing it. So I love it.
And we're all black. So it's shout outs to all of those names that you just mentioned. I sat down with Kendra back in 2021. We talked about colorism, and
Mm,
she came from a place that was very, very genuine and just honest. And I love Kendra. Me and her fell in love, and it's just like a sisterhood. And
yeah.
Wayne too. Wayne was there. Wayne joined in the conversation. Me, Wayne, and Kendra, we talked about colorism, misconceptions that people have about you and things like that. And when you said mental health, because you said you was going through it, I was like, okay, he's saying something that I kind of can relate to as well because I'm a Scorpio and I internalize things. My curiosity is, what is your zodiac sign?
I'm a Virgo. So I'm a
Okay, we're
perfection.
close.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
relate,
Yeah, and
definitely.
even through the season, like when I talk about mental health, like I was literally transitioning from being homeless. You know what I mean? I was still doing shows and doing all these things and still filming, trying to find out where I'm gonna lay my head at. I was renting rental cars and all types of crazy stuff, to try to make sure I could get to where I could, be. You know what I mean? So that took a toll on me as well during the season. I didn't showcase a lot of that, but I did speak about it a lot. And just I was still trying to catch up with the time. I was like, oh God, about to be a reality TV star. Like, how is this going to go? And yeah, and I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself for not giving up, and going forth with every goal and dream that I basically dreamed of. My dreams are turning reality every single day, whether big or small. So, hmm
So, our next question for you is, how do you find that balance with songwriting? You're not only a songwriter and producer, but you're an engineer as well too. And almost every album that you've had, you've written, produced, all of it, you've done it all on your own. You're independent. So how do you find that balance with doing all of these things? Because I know sometimes doing it all on your own can be very, very tricky, and then you have to balance it out with family life as well too. So I know it all too well.
hmm I just love working. Like it's in my nature. You know what I mean? I work with artists all over the world. I've worked with mega stars. I work with B Slade. I've worked with Pamela Long from Total. I work with Ron Tyson from The Temptations. My list and caliber and resume goes on and on. I work with several artists on American Idol, The Voice, The Four. I mean, so many artists that I want to say that. It's a lot of artists I'm responsible for to keep them going in their career. So I just feel like with that, I was just always had a heart to work with people since high school. When I got a little microphone, little computer microphone, and I recorded all my friends in high school, and I just wanted to learn. And that's how I kind of started with the engineering thing. I always just had a love for production, vocal production, just seeing people's dreams come true outside of mine, and seeing what I'm capable of, and just how writing other songs or produce other songs, through other people is just a whole nother dimension and avenue to basically see. So I love that. I've been doing this since I was 14 years old, engineering wise. So I've been in this for a long, 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 long time.
Had such a prolific music career. It definitely speaks because you are charting the top of the charts, my love, and we are so proud of you. And speaking
Thank
of
you.
music, I will be remiss if I didn't bring it up, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Prince's 64th birthday, so may his
Yeah.
legacy and his music continue on, reign purple forever. Like Prince has
Yeah.
had such an impact on the music world. And another thing I wanted to bring up to you, because Prince is very big on this, is about owning your masters. And we've seen what so many artists from TLC, T-Bosh, she spoke out about it, having to go back in the studio, and as well as Ashanti and Taylor Swift and so many others having to go back in the studio and re-record albums and things. How important are owning your masters to your music category and so much? Prince was big on that. So what are your thoughts on that?
Yes. Anybody can have a song out. I feel like owning your masters gives you control of your music. What happens is when you don't own your masters, anybody could do whatever they want with your songs. Anytime they want, they can put it in the movie without you being paid. They could, basically owning your masters gives you the liberty and ownership. You know what I mean? You have to own it. You know what I mean? And owning a master is a big deal in the major record label industry because, those songs are licensed over and over and over. And what I mean by license, there are different companies that take parts of so much of the song. So a lot of artists are only left with maybe 3-5% of the song. Say if a song gets picked up in Target, Target is taking a percentage from the label. The label is taking a percentage of that. It's just so many percentages that you can't keep up with it. So I feel like that's very important. Artists, own your masters. Don't just put your song on DistroKid and TuneCore and all that type of stuff without having your copyrights and having all your session files. Get your sessions from the studio. You are entitled to having your sessions every time you finish a studio session. And I feel like artists don't really care about that, but you should. You should have your full song original. You should have all your vocals. You should have all your music stems. And you should also have a show track as well. So, yeah, very important to have your masters and own them. Own your masters.
Absolutely, 100%. Because we've seen, as I've mentioned, the names that I've mentioned, Ashanti and Taylor Swift, they literally had to go back in the studio and re-record their albums because the
Mm-hmm.
record company. Meg Thee Stallion even spoke out about contracts and so many things, and having the rights to your music. So please do that. Make sure, and there's programs out here that can help you if you're looking to get into the industry, like Unsung, Behind the Music, Driven. It's so many programs, and there's books out here. There's knowledge. So go out
Mm-hmm.
here, and there's people in the music industry that have been in the music industry for years, like my guest here, Aaron, and so many others who can help you get to where you need to be from point A to point B. So what advice would you give to up and coming artists that independently doing it on their own, because it's not easy.
It's true. I feel like, well, I have something major coming soon. I was not going to do it. My manager's going to beat me up by saying that, but I'm going to do
Don't
something
say
called
it.
the Aaron
Don't say
Thomas
it.
Academy. Yeah, there you go. You put it on there. The Aaron
Okay.
Thomas Academy. It's basically something monumental that I'm doing. Which what I'm doing is basically kind of like X-Men meets the music industry. And I'm Professor X. And what's gonna happen is I'll be teaching a master class, basically showing people not just how to do music, but how to maneuver in the music industry and basically learn how to create your own lane to be a success of what you want to do. So from research to writing a song, what it is to copyright a song, speaking about masters that we were talking about, songwriting. I see somebody posted on here split sheets. We're going to be talking about all that in the Aaron Thomas Academy. And I basically wanted to kind of give back in a way where people can have true access of how to make it. Not everybody's going to be Jay-Z or Beyonce, but the point now, today's society, is to see how you can impact the masses and make money off of it. The industry's always been money driven, but it hasn't been accessible for the independent of today. So it's all about, them to teach how to learn how to do content, how to produce your own songs, what it's like to have a recording, a clean recording, how to send your songs to movies and how to send them to be
Yeah.
considered for record labels and management. So that's coming very, very soon. The Aaron Thomas Academy.
All right. All right. And not only that, but you hear your songs being played in commercials and so many things. You want to make sure you get that revenue, all of that. So that's just a little insight of what I know about the music industry. I have friends who are in the music industry and just told me the back end a little bit of what to expect if you decide to get into it. I don't
Yeah.
sing, but I do fashion though.
Ain't
I
nothing
don't
wrong with
sing.
that. Listen, we all got our things. So yeah, I wish I could do fashion.
Yes. So we're going to get into it, Fashion Dolls. We're going to have a little fun with Aaron. We're going to do our two games, ladies and gentlemen. The first one is called the Rapid Five. And Aaron has to tell me five things that he can't live without. It can be music wise, it can be life, it can be just in general. What
Ooh.
five things can't you live without? And then the next one, we're going to do turn the tables. And this is where my guests, my new viewers, for those of you that are watching, get to know about me, the hostess, Miss Stevie, and what I like, my turn offs, my turn off, all of those things, so much more. So we're going to start off with the rapid five. What are five things that Aaron can't live without?
Okay, five things I can't live without is my phone. I gotta have my phone. I'm addicted to my phone for some reason. I don't know why. I always been like that since I was a kid. Um, Definitely music. I can't live without going to the studio. That's just one of my places. That's my safe keep. That's my place where I just recharge. Let's see. I can't live without going to the mall. I have a shopping problem with expensive taste,
Me
but
too.
what else? I can't go without um drinking lemonade. I know that's weird and corny. I know. I can't go without um making goals. I'm a real simple guy, so yeah, that's five things I can't go without in life.
All right. All right. Fashion Dolls, that is his top five. It is time to turn those tables. And my guests get to ask as many questions as they like. And this is where you guys get to know about the hostess myself. So I'm going to pass the microphone on down to Aaron, and he's going to ask me some questions. Take it away.
Okay. Um, how long have you been doing fashion?
I've been doing this since high school. I started off very, very young. I'm 28 years old. Believe it or not, you guys, I mean, I know I sound older than I look, but it's from life's experience. So I've been doing this since high school.
Period. What was your most successful or monumental moment out of your fashion career?
I would have to say being able to sit with the likes of supermodel Cara Young. I just recently did an interview with her not too long ago on her talking about her experience to work with designers like Chanel and Armani and being able to walk in the fashion shows and just her giving me knowledge and insight on the industry. That would have to be one key thing that I would cherish for the rest of my life. So yeah.
Okay, beautiful. Where's somewhere that you would love to travel to that you never been to? A place that you want to travel to?
I would have to say Indonesia. I love plants. I love flowers. And don't look at me weird, y'all. I love flowers. I'm starting to pick up a green thumb. So it's been therapeutic for me. Like planting, gardening has been therapeutic for me. Getting outside because we've been all been in the house so long. So I would have to say planting, Indonesia.
Yes, I love that. What kind of movies do you like? Scary movies, comedy? Like, what's your go-to?
I love comedies. I love to laugh. So everybody knows this about me. I would have to say The Nutty Professor is my favorite movie. And if not The Nutty Professor, then I'll go to The Devil Wears Prada. So,
Oh wow. Okay.
mhm.
Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. I'm trying to see. I could blurt so many questions. Let's see. Would you rather be on an island or in a jungle? Like if you only had one choice, to be somewhere for the rest of your life, would you live in a jungle or an island? I know it's kind of tied hand in hand, but like sometimes, you know.
I would have to say an island. I think I could survive. I definitely think I could survive. I would have to say an island.
Okay, that's a smart one because there's always fish in the sea somewhere. You know, it's a way to
Yeah.
survive. Okay, okay, definitely. What is your dream car if you don't have it already?
My dream car. I seen this lime green Lambo when I was scrolling down Instagram. So that would be my dream car.
Yes, I love it. I love me a good Lamborghini. Okay. Let me know when to stop. I'll keep asking for these.
As many as you want. As many as you want.
um, let's see. Who's your favorite designer in fashion?
I would
Or your
have to
top
say,
five? Let's do a top five.
oh, okay. Yes, because it's hard. It's so hard for me to pick one. I love fashion, so the first one I'm gonna start off with is I hate saying this. The late Terry Mugler. He
Oh
has
yeah.
such an eye for fashion, and he's designed for Cardi B. If you guys look back at the Grammys, the purple leopard, yeah, he did that. Number two would have to be Valentino. Number three would have to be Oscar de la Renta. Number four would have to be. I'm gonna go with Giambattista Valley. Number five would have to be uh Dior. Dior is so classic and so iconic. I can't. And I had a conversation with our guy last week. We were talking about how classic and iconic Dior is with the black and white. And when you open the box and you take the tie off and everything. So I would have to say Dior. Those are my.
Yes, the whole experience. I love that. So you're very, very high intel fashion. I like
Yeah.
that. That's what's up. I think that's all the questions I got. Hmm.
All right, fashion dolls. If we don't have any more questions, that concludes the Turn the Tables segment with Aaron. So my last question for you is because I can't keep him. I know he's very busy. Um, what advice would you give to someone that is looking to be, they can't be you, but who is looking to more so get into the music industry, get their feet wet, or more importantly, discover who they truly are? Because it's not easy. It's not easy for any of us.
Hmm. Join the Aaron Thomas Academy very soon. So I'm messing. No, I feel like when it comes to the music, you really have to find out what your motive is. I just think in life in general, what is your motive to things? I think that's very important. Living life with pure motives will take you farther than any eagerness will take you. I feel like it's all about writing your plans out. You have to write your plans out first. Man without a vision perishes. And I just feel
Hmm.
like discovering everything about yourself. Some people may feel like, oh, here we go, timing, respecting timing. That's one thing I keep forgetting about. Learn how to navigate in life through timing. Your gut will never lie to you. Tap into yourself spiritually, sonically, mentally, emotionally, to know when it's to go and when not to go. Whether it's just music, whether it's whatever, entrepreneurship, whatever goal and dream that you have. Be sensitive to time, respect time, because not everything is going to
Yeah,
happen on your timing, but you have to know when to move and navigate in the chapter, the phase, and the season that you are in your life. So that's what I have to say. I feel like in a journey of in life period, it's a very big spiritual journey. I feel like we're tied up in the natural so much that we tend to forget our identity. And I think it's very, very clear and very vital to make sure that you are in tune with not just yourself, but whatever source that you believe in, the higher power that you believe in, to be able to execute in those goals and visions that you have in your life. So I think that's what it's all about.
absolutely. And to add on to what you just said, and we got another question for you from another artist, Liz in New York. Today's number is seven, and let me give you guys the meaning of seven if you guys don't know. That is your sign. This is your sign that everything is going to turn out better than you can even imagine. Continue to think and feel what you want to be ready for it to manifest. And when you least expect it, it's time. So when you put it out there in the universe, it's going to come full circle. So remember that. And the question from my girl Liz is, what is your strength and your weakness as an artist?
Hmm. I never say my strength is my work ethic, my business ship, and maintaining relationships. I feel like my weakness will have to be I'm super hard on myself. Like I'm so bad, y'all. Y'all have no idea the way I beat myself up every day. I feel
I
like
do it
that's my
too.
biggest weakness because I know where I want to be and where I can be, and I'm going to be there. But sometimes it can be mentally challenging when you put so much work in, and you're doing the job, and other things don't really match up at that time. And so I think that's the hardest part for me. That's my weakness for sure.
I do it too, and I told people this. True confession. I've gotten into the habit of now going back and watching my interviews, just so I'll be able. Okay, when you make it, when you get bigger and bigger and bigger, you'll be able to take the criticism that comes to you on TV. But I'm even critical about myself and having my own constructive criticism. But I'm always doing it in a negative light. I'm like, okay, you could have
I
done
wouldn't
this a
call
little
it
bit better.
negative. Don't call it negative. And sometimes it's a pro and a con, but it also has its things to it. I feel like if you're not hard on yourself, you can't be accountable for yourself. So look at
Mm,
it like as a superpower of accountability to make sure you're always on point, to make sure that you never settle for less, to make sure that you always have a standard for yourself. Because a lot of people don't have a standard for themselves. So I feel like that part of us beating ourselves up. Sometimes we say we can't do it, or sometimes we want to give up. That's okay. At the end of the day, we wake up and be like, you know what? Okay, yeah, I'm good. Let's make this happen. You know what I mean? Because we're human. Those are our times to take
yeah.
time to be human. You know what I mean? So I can relate to that.
Liz wants to know what word has been a constant in your journey to success.
That's a good one. Whew, so many. I guess I'm trying to see what word. I always hear this every day that how can I say it? It's said in many different ways, but sometimes people believe in me more than I believe in myself. And I would have to say the word would have to be perseverance.
Ooh,
To know, I'm still breathing, so I have another opportunity to change my life. I'm still breathing, so I have another opportunity to witness what God has for me. I'm still breathing, I have another opportunity to help somebody else. I'm still breathing, I have another opportunity to impact the masses. So I have to say perseverance. That's like the biggest thing, to keep moving, to keep pressing on. It's gonna be hard sometimes. I tell you all the time, if life was that easy, how who would want to keep pressing on? You know what I mean? So I feel like those things, the crushing, the molding, the sequences, the visions, there's so many different things that we go through in our life. I feel like it's very key to have perseverance.
there's another question for you. In your opinion, what do you search for in an artist?
Me, I search for the passion. Not everybody's gonna know how to make it. Not everybody's gonna know how to sing. Not everybody's gonna know how to rap. Not everybody's a master at their craft. So for me, when I do scout for artists and when I do work with artists, because I don't work with just anybody now, but when I do, I always look for the passion. Are you passionate about what you do, or is it just
Mm,
about a dime or a dollar? Because if it's about a dime or a dollar, I'll send you to
you're
Troy
in it for the
Taylor.
wrong
I'll send you
reason.
to B Slade. I'll send you to some other producer. You know what I mean? You want just something just to. So I'm all about longevity, and I feel like passion creates longevity in music. So yeah, that's what I look for.
Absolutely. Any more questions for Aaron, ladies and gentlemen, before we conclude and wrap up? This was such a great interview. And Liz wants to know, does age matter?
Age does not matter at all. I've worked with older artists, and like I said, I worked with the Temptations before. They're still going strong. They're on tour right now.
Yeah.
Pamela Long, she's on BET and she's doing different things now. She was on a show called Encore. I think they're doing another season soon.
Season two, yeah.
What else? So many, so many artists. A lot of artists out here. I feel like it doesn't matter the age. The industry will tell you that, but I feel like it's never too late. Never too late. Never too late.
Oh, yes. Yes. Your manager mentioned the merch. Tell us a little bit about the merch and where everybody can purchase the merch and
Yes.
everything.
Aaron Thomas merch. Y'all see my Aaron Thomas t-shirt. Y'all, let me give y'all a good look. This is premium right here. You can iron this. You can iron it. Ain't no sticker, nothing like that. But I have a few things. Basically about my merch. It's not just clothing. I believe you are what you wear. And I have different things that inspired me, but also have people learn to embrace what they wear. I have a shirt called I Got Options. I had it on my last interview. But I got options, and it basically talks about embracing having options until you find the right one. And I want people to live with that, like single people, people that's whatever dealing with a hard time, is complicating your relationship. Know that you got options, and don't settle for less until you find the right one. I have another one that goes to my song "Dreaming" off my album. It says "Dream," um, What does it say? I'm sorry, my mind just went blank. Oh, dream. It says, all things are possible if you believe. I think that's a chapter from the book of Mark. And I wanted to basically, I live with that, every day. All things are possible if you believe. And I also have Aaron Thomas logo stuff. I got mugs. I have duffel bags. I'm trying to think of all the stuff I got on there. I got hats. I got so much things. I got socks. But yeah, Aaron Thomas merch, y'all. Y'all buy the Gucci, y'all buy all the nice things, you know what I'm saying? When y'all go shopping, check out the site, you know what I'm saying? Don't just support a black man, but wear something that you can live with, you know what I mean? And that's on
Yes,
IamAaronThomas.com. Shop IamAaronThomas.com. Scroll down to the merchandise store. And I'm sure you'll love something that you see.
and how do you embrace all that you are?
Yes. Oh my God, such a good question. I'll say this, it doesn't happen overnight. Like I said, you have to allow yourself some days to cry. You have to allow yourself to deal with rejection. You're gonna have to allow yourself to learn how to love yourself. How to love yourself is just literally how would you treat somebody? You know what I mean? Knowing
Mhm.
how to treat somebody will teach you how to love. Learn how to treat somebody will teach you what you don't want. And I feel like that's not a process that happens overnight. It's a daily live every day. You learn something new about yourself. We grow, we evolve. So I think it's all about taking time out to, hey, whatever it is, whether it's a spiritual thing, you got to go look into the mirror and say, look, I am this, I am that, I am not this, I am not that. Just doing whatever it is to be spiritually in tune with yourself. Because it's not always God all the time. Sometimes it's us. We forget that we have free will as well. So I feel
Absolutely.
it's like that internal discovery of yourself every day. It's a daily learning every single day. And embracing yourself is literally just being confident in yourself and who you are and how you operate in life.
Absolutely. 100%. And shout outs to actress Chanel Holiday and shout outs to artist Liz Maness Music. Definitely
Yeah,
go and check her out. Her and Marcos Lewis have their podcast, so make sure you guys go and subscribe to their channel as well. So it's pretty cool. Shout outs to Ashley. Shout outs to all of them over there.
I
We
love it.
are a whole world inside our spirit. Absolutely. So we are now at the end of our interview, ladies and gentlemen. I can't keep Aaron any longer. He's a very busy man. So
Ah.
let everyone know where they can follow you, where they can check you out, where they can check out the merch and the album. We can expect the album sometime in January, you said.
Yeah, so I just dropped the album in January called Just Aaron for the Aaron Thomas Experience. But I am working on another project. I'm still like trying to debate if I want to go full flash or do I want to like kind of go like on a Just Aaron Part 2 type of thing. You can find me at Aaron Thomas 215 on everything, Instagram, Twitter. If you are on here and you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me now. All you gotta do is tap my name and you can click on follow. I'll follow back and show love. What else? There's a lot of major things coming. Aaron Thomas Academy. Buy my merch, y'all. Everybody got the coins. Everybody got some coins. I know it. I learned it. My manager told me everybody got the coins. Well, go get some Aaron Thomas merch. Listen, you can pick your shipping speed. It doesn't come just from me. It comes from an actual company and manufacturer. And your stuff will come on time, wherever you want it to be. I have people tag me all the time. And I need to start posting it more. But if you go on my page, you'll see some of my merch I wear. I got options. I have a few models as well that I post on my story. Catch me on Chasing Atlanta every Wednesday. It's a new episode this Wednesday. We're doing a cabin trip right now that's going on, and I cannot wait for y'all to see the finale. Oh my God. That's
I
coming
see
soon
you
as
coming.
well. Finale is next level. People not even gonna understand. Like we on like some BET stuff. No, forget that. It's like MTV Music Awards, Music Video Awards. Like it's gonna be crazy when y'all see the level that we're bringing. And shout out to Oliver Twix for making all that happen and bringing things together. Thank you. You love the shirt. Thank you. Go tap into it. I am AaronThomas.com. I appreciate the love and support. But yeah, y'all can follow me, Aaron Thomas 215. Yeah. Thank you for having me. Appreciate you.
You are so welcome, and we definitely got to do this again in the future. Thank you so much, Arwayne. Yes, I strive for excellence here on this platform, and this was definitely an amazing interview. I'd love to chat with you again in the future. Definitely.
Yes, let's make it happen.
All right, fashion dolls. Joining me tomorrow for some girl talk, we have actress and activist Lily Nicole. So make sure you guys tune in for that and catch Chasing Reality tomorrow. on Chasing Reality, Chasing Atlanta on Chasing Reality. Make sure you guys go and subscribe to the YouTube channel. They are at 80K. So they're gonna hit that 1 million. I'm telling you, the
I'm
views are high.
telling
This is high. So check out Chasing Reality and happy birthday to our girl Kendra.
you.
Special
Yeah.
happy birthday to her.
Happy
Love you
birthday,
all.
Lil Kendra. It's my mom's birthday today. So many people birthdays today. So yeah, yep.
Happy birthday, Mom. Happy birthday, everybody. For all of my June babies out there, my June dolls out there. I love you all. Thank you all for tuning into this incredible interview with the one, the only, Mr. Aaron Thomas himself. It was such a pleasure having you here.
Thank you.
Definitely. Take care, everyone, and I will see you guys tomorrow at 4 with Lily.
Yeah.
Take
Love y'all.